Tell us what's in store for tonight and our viewers.
Well, I'm singing jazz, and I released a jazz album called Except Sometimes. Most of them are songs from the album, which are from the Great American Songbook. Every show is a little bit different. It kind of depends on the audience.
The vibe of where you are.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think Austin might have in store? Are you looking forward to the energy? You know, we're a city that loves music and performance so much. What do you think?
Well, I'm really excited. This is my first performance in Austin, so it's really sort of exciting for me. This is the second time I've been here, and I had a great time last time, so I'm really excited about performing.
When did music, just in that capacity, kind of come into your life?
Basically, I've been singing since before I could talk.
Okay.
So I think
very natural.
Yes, sort of like riding a bicycle. Once you learn how to do it, you sort of never forget. I started singing jazz with my dad's jazz band because Bob Ringwald's a traditional jazz musician. So I started with him at age 3.5, was my first professional performance. And then I got sidetracked by the whole acting thing. And then I just decided I've always wanted to put my own jazz band together. It took me a while to do it, but it's been great. You know, it's been a really fun side project. I think singing jazz is definitely the most joyful thing that I do. And because I have these other careers, it's more stress-free. I can just sort of, enjoy it. I love my musicians. I have kind of a rule that, they have to be great musicians, but they also have to be great people,
That's
because
a fantastic rule.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it would be great if that just extended to everything, because I feel like, part of what we do is enjoying the music, and so that means that we really have to enjoy each other. It's been really fun to go places that where people don't know jazz as well. We've gone to shows where I meet people afterwards and they say, I've literally never been to a jazz show before. And they came because, maybe they knew my movies or, knew me from a television thing, but then we feel like we become ambassadors of jazz, which is really fun.
Totally, you kind of expose them to this new world, and that's so great. What do you look forward to the future? Like, what do you hope when you see the next couple months or year?
I don't know. There's a lot of different things that I do, in addition to being a mom, which is also
job, by the
yes. But coming up in the next year, I'm going to do more movies. I'm working on my second novel, and hopefully doing, maybe I've been thinking about doing a live album.
You touched on writing. How does that speak to you in a different creative way?
Well, I think that there is, to use your word, there is a sort of synergy. I think that every creative outlet that I have sort of speaks to the other in a way. And I just feel like they use different parts of my brain. And for me, it's nice because it's the one thing that I do that doesn't involve performing at all. It makes it challenging at times, but I think it's a really important part of my life as well.
Thank you so much for sharing all that with us.
My pleasure.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.